I'm Tom from Do-It-Yourself Home Automation, and today I am sharing with you these Chef's Path containers. These are new containers. Chef's Path was kind enough to send some to me to check out, and these are a meal storage container, and they send, there's a bunch of different bundles, but the one that they gave me to try out here is a 12-piece set, and let's take a look at these. So this is a plastic meal storage container. You can use it for storing food that you've cooked, but you can also use it for storing things like rice or sugar or anything that you want to have in your pantry. And that's the thing that they normally demo these for. And they're basically just really high quality plastic containers. You can see there's a lid on top of it here. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. There's these 4 little snaps that hold these lids on. And then let's take a look at the actual container. So this is plastic container. This one is 4.8 liters, so it's definitely enough to hold like a bag of rice or a bag of sugar, flour, that kind of thing, baking supplies. And we can take a look at some of the specifications on here. Firstly, it's important to know this is BPA free. Always want to see that when it comes to a meal storage container. Anything that's going to have food contact, you definitely want it to be BPA free. They're nice and solid. It's solid plastic. Definitely feels like it's sturdy, something that'll hold up to a long time in use. And some convenience factors. For one thing, this is all dishwasher safe, so you can put this into the dishwasher to clean it. And this is live, so thank you for joining. If you are watching this live, feel free to ask any questions in the chat. I'm happy to answer them. So this is the 4.8 liter container. Again, really solid plastic, dishwasher safe, BPA free. It's also microwave safe, so you can put that into the microwave to reheat food if you're using this to store a larger amount of food. Or you can also put it in the freezer. It's freezer safe. So again, these are nice containers for that. And I really like the way it has this locking lid that goes on top of these containers. And you can see on the lid itself, we have a gasket that goes around the side. It's like a little rubber seal that inserts onto that. And that means that when we put the lid onto these containers, we basically center that, and then we lock each of these 4 little clasps in. I'm going to lock these down on all 4 sides, and once you do that, this is going to be super secure. So this lid is not just kind of like a friction, put on there. It's actually locked in using these 4 tabs on one side. And the other advantage of that is that when you do lock it in with the tabs there, it actually becomes waterproof. So you could put soup in here, you could put any kind of liquid, you could fill it up with water or anything like that, and it actually will be totally secure. And how can I know that for sure? Well, I've got one here that is in fact filled with water, and I put this in. This is a smaller container, so the set actually comes with a set of different containers. This is 1.6 liters. There's also an even smaller one that I believe is a 0.8 liter, and then the one I was showing there is the larger one, which is the 4.8 liter, and it's a 12-piece set. So there's 3 different kinds, and you get 4 of each of them. But I'll show you this is actually genuinely waterproof here. I can flip this over. I'm doing this over my keyboard right now. Do it over my iPad because I'm very confident that this is, in fact, totally waterproof. Obviously, that's really good to see because you could take this and put it in the fridge, and you don't have to worry about having the stuff spill, having it get all over the place. I think it's also a great option if you want to do like a picnic and you want to put some foods in for a picnic and you don't want to worry about them spilling. Put this in a picnic basket. Even if it's for the smaller containers, put it in a lunch box if you want to pack soup, if you want to pack some kind of a drink that you're then going to pour into containers. It's really great for that because, again, when you do lock those little side pieces down, it's pushing that rubber seal around the whole top of the container, and it's making it a totally waterproof container there. So nothing's going to leak out. And this is live, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. I'm happy to answer any questions you have about the Chef's Path airtight set. So that's something I really love, the fact that it's able to store liquids very well. And another thing that's neat is that these actually are stackable. So I can show you if you start to put these one on top of the other. I've got my bigger one over here. This is again the 4.8 liter. If I lock that in, they're kind of like a modular type of setup. I've just got two here to demo. But if I stack these up, you can see the width of two of these smaller ones ends up being the width of a bigger one. So you can start to create these really nice stacks of these in your pantry. And that's great if you're going to be storing, again, like sugar or flour or baking supplies, that kind of thing. It's nice to be able to stack these up and you make good use of your vertical space. And again, since you get 12 of them in the set, it's really nice to have that stackability there. Another little bonus that comes with these is this set of chalkboard labels. So this is actually, these are little labels, and it's a chalkboard surface. You can see they're in these kind of attractive different patterns. And the idea here is that you can label containers, and once you label the container, you're able to know exactly what's in it, and it just has a nice look to it when it's sitting in your pantry or in your fridge. But then, because it is that chalkboard setup, you can then erase and write on these again. So if you're changing what's stored in your containers over time, you can easily update this. And one thing I love there too is that not only does it come with a set of chalkboard labels, it actually comes with a chalkboard marker. So that's a nice touch because you don't have to go and find something like a piece of chalk to write on it. So I'll go ahead and just try this out. I've got my labels here. I'm going to take out my chalkboard marker. Again, this is live, so if you do have any questions about these Chef's Path containers, feel free to ask. I'm going to open this guy up, and I could write, just be kind of silly here and write water, which is what that one is currently storing on here. Now I can take this off. Got my label. Got my container of water. And then I'll just go ahead and put that on. You can see, makes for a nice label for that. Great, so now we know that it's water. Obviously, that's silly to label water, but you could label any of the items that you'd be storing in your actual kitchen or pantry and fridge and anything like that. You can go back and see exactly what it is, and then you can erase that and write on it again. So it's nice to have that labeling. You also get, as another bonus, I don't have it with me, but you get a measuring cup set that comes with this package as well. So again, in the set, you'll get 4 of these size. This is the sort of medium, it's 1.6 liters. You'll get 4 of the larger size, which is a 4.8 liter. This is the big guy. This is, again, for more like, flour, sugar, those sort of staple items. And then you'll get 4 of the 0.8 liter, which are even smaller. I don't have them sitting here with me, but it's an even smaller container, probably for like sauces that you don't use, condiments, that kind of thing. And again, they're all the same locking lid, so that it is totally waterproof, like I was showing with the other one here. I can flip this over and shake it around, and nothing's gonna fall out. So really great quality, really good set. I like that it's easy to clean, being dishwasher safe, easy to reheat because you can drop these in the microwave. And I usually would take the lid off before I do that, but the plastic itself is able to accommodate microwave and also freezer. So definitely good, much better than the kind of cheap meal prep containers that you might sometimes see out there. And the stackability, again, really nice function with this. It's a small company. I think it's a family-owned company that makes these. Again, they were nice enough to send me some to check out. So I think it's coming from a good company there as well. Again, really good quality. Really like the seal. The ease of closing these. You never have to worry about whether the lid is actually tight. And I think these will last for a good long time. And the final thing I would say about this is that people use them to store food. That's obviously because it's Chef's Path. That's the main focus, I think, for these containers. But you can also use these for storing all kinds of other stuff. So people definitely use them for art supplies. They use them for crafting materials. So if you want to do like beads or different kinds of crafting or art supplies, this is a great storage solution for that. Because again, they stack so nicely, so you can use vertical space in your crafting area. You can use a shelf and stack these, and they're very attractive with the little labels. And people also use them even for things like storing hardware materials. So if you're going to put this in a workshop, you can put all different size fasteners in the different containers, or different electronic components. It's a nice way to keep everything, again, organized because it's all contained in these units. It's airtight, so you're not going to have water or things spilling. Say you're in a crafting area and you're painting, you spill some water, this will protect your other supplies. If you're in the garage, it keeps the condensation and humidity and everything out and dust out because of that nice seal, but you can easily access and easily stack these for good storage. So that is the Chef's Path 12-piece set. Definitely check it out.